I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, that food you eat. No, I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me.
Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if the video is kind of dark. The lighting in here is not the best, and if I turn on my light it's going to be too bright on one side of my face, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm still new at this YouTube thing and I'm still trying to figure it out. Today's video is going to kind of be a short one, but one that I want to talk about for a while, and it's just going to be about life. The other day, on Friday, I attended my best friend, who I've known since we were 6 years old in kindergarten. I attended her graduation from George Mason University, and it just got me thinking about life, my own life, and life in general. So she was graduating George Mason with a Bachelor's of Art in game design. And that's really great and noble and amazing and awesome. But it has me thinking about school and after high school and just life in general. My life personally has been a kind of a roller coaster ride. I got out of high school when I was 18, and I did this program called AmeriCorps, which I will be uploading a video very soon on my AmeriCorps experience, so you can learn more about that. But it was a 10-month program where you do various national service projects on a team of 8 to 12 people, and you're away from home, you're traveling a lot, and it's really an awesome experience that I'm really glad that I did. When I got home from that was around 2010, 2011. When I got home from that, I started working in DC for a nonprofit, working on agriculture policy and food justice and farm justice, and working with various member groups and things like that from all over the country. And I was kind of the admin person there, and I would help do a lot of computer work and get coffee for people and do grunt work, normal secretary admin work that you would do when you're a little lonely intern or fellow from a organization. I worked there for 3 years, and when I left, I had just started going to school. I was going to Northern Virginia Community College, and at first I thought I wanted to do journalism because my end goal is to do become a travel journalist, and that's something that I've wanted to do for a while now, since I got out of high school. And so I decided to take a bunch of journalism classes, and I liked them a lot. They were a lot of fun, and they were something that I was actually interested in. Sadly, though, I ended up changing my major a few times because I couldn't really make up my mind of getting a degree or not getting a degree, or what I actually wanted to do. So then I decided to take classes to do web development and web design. And I'm still sort of in the fix and nicks of that. But sadly, I've been going to school for journalism / web design, web development, and other various things since 2012. Now that's a long time to be still going to a community college and not have gotten your degree. But it has me thinking all the time, is that really my life path? Is school even something that is remotely in my life path and something I actually want to do? I thought about going to her graduation, my friend's graduation on Friday, and seeing all the people that had graduated with all their little arts degrees and things. And I saw all of these different things that I thought in my head, did they really need a degree to accomplish that? Is having a degree something that is so important that is going to help you down the road to actually get a job? In our crazy, mixed up society, in today's day and age, in the millennium 21st century age, isn't experience more important than having a degree? Isn't knowing the right people even more important than having a degree? I know a degree is a cherry on top of something that can be already potentially great, but is that really the key to having a job, to having a lucrative career, and doing something that you love? I think about that all the time, and I think about successful people and people that I know, and a lot of them don't have degrees, and they have great careers. And some of them have 2 or 3 degrees and have even amazing careers. I just wanted to talk about this because, you know, life. And, I've kind of been in the thick of this 20-something crisis. I've been feeling this way since about 2013. And 2013, I had gotten really depressed about life and what my next steps were in my life. So when I left my job that I had been at for 3 years in 2014, at first I was extremely happy because the work environment wasn't as great as I thought it would be, and it became very toxic towards the end of it, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. But it was weird. I didn't really know what I was going to do next. So from 2014, it is now 2017, I have been jobless, and I haven't even finished my career, my degree, and I don't know what my next steps are. Sadly, I have been contemplating a lot of different things for a long time. In 2014, I had quit my job, and I was still going to school, but I wasn't really sure about that path at that time. In 2015, I ended up having to move in with my sister because for all this whole time I've been living with my parents. I'm now 25 years old. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Not to derail from the original conversation, but I wanted to talk about the fact that I'm 25 years old. And I get made fun of by some of my friends that I'm still living at home with my parents. Now, this friend, he'd been living with his parents up until he was about 21, 22. And if he had not done AmeriCorps with me, then I don't think that he would have actually moved out of his parents' house. Because, see, his parents used to give him everything that he could ever want. And he didn't really have to get a job or do anything with his life. He could have just stayed home and they would have taken care of him, right? So it just gets me thinking, like when people say you have to be out of living with your parents by a certain time in your life, do you really? Is it really that bad to still be living with your parents at 25? I mean, yes, pave your own path. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. When you're 25 years old, you're supposed to be living life. You're supposed to be out there in the world experiencing life on your own. And I understand that 100%. But is living with your parents at 25 really the end of the world? Is it really the end all be all of your life? Now I know people will say, well, if you're living with your parents, at least have a job. And yes, I'll admit, my life has been really rocky for a while. And I haven't been able to find a job that works for me. And whenever I apply to jobs, nobody wants to reply to me. Nobody wants to send me, a confirmation. I wait weeks and they don't respond to me, and I try to respond to them and they just ignore me. And it's like, and then eventually they'll just be like, your skills were not qualified enough to be with our program or our job or whatever. And it gets me down. It gets me really down. And after a while, you just want to give up. You want to give up and stop trying. Because what's the point? You're never actually going to accomplish anything because you feel like a failure. With each rejection, you just feel like a failure. You just feel like you shouldn't even be trying anymore. Now, I have a blog, iceturtlegirl.blog, and I have a podcast. on SoundCloud.com. Along with this YouTube channel, I'm trying to make this work. I also am looking to start my own social media management business where I can take my future into my own hands. At the end of the day, all I really want to do is travel right, and make videos and do my podcast and, help save the world. That's my goal in life. But I'm 25 and I still don't know where to start. I tell myself every day that by writing in my blog or doing my podcast or making these videos that I'm hopefully impacting somebody's life. But at the end of the day, it can be very hard because I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. I feel like I'm at this end of the road, end of the line, stuck in the middle, caught in the middle. Hey, listen to that new Paramore, by the way. There's this song called Caught in the Middle, and it's basically my life. It describes how you don't want to go too far into the future because you're scared, but you don't want to go back into the past because that's your past. You can't just go back to what you did in the past. You have to keep moving forward, but you're scared, so you stay in the middle. It's a really empowering song for me because it describes my situation right now very, very accurately. And for me, it's just, I'm scared. I guess that's the long and the short of it. I am scared to move forward in my life, I guess. I've lived with my parents since I was born, and I've never really moved out. Yes, I went to AmeriCorps and I lived by myself, or not by myself, but with a group of 12 people for 10 months. And that was amazing. And I actually had an amazing time. And I learned that I can live with people, and I can be away from home, and I can do it. I can. 2 years ago, in 2015, I had moved to Richmond to live with my niece. And sadly, it didn't work out. But I liked living in Richmond, and I liked the experience of not being, home with my parents. It was a good experience. And at the end of the day, people always want to say that I'm just going to stay with my parents forever and that I just like living with them. And that's not true. That's not true in the slightest bit. I love my parents. I love my parents to death. They're like my best friends. But that doesn't mean I need to live with them for my whole life. And doesn't mean that I want to. I want my space so bad. I want to live by myself so bad. You don't even understand. But I just can't find a way. And right now, I'm in the depths of a really not so great depression where all I want to do is sit around and make videos, vlog, do my podcast, and do nothing else. And it's sad because there's so much more that I could be doing out there in the world, and I know it. I know it of myself. But that 20-something crisis has been creeping up on me, and it hit me. And I've been in the thick of it for so long. And it's scary, and it's hard, and I do not know what my next moves are. And I just sometimes feel very alone because I watch my friends, and they're out there doing things with their lives. My friend just got her degree. Her friend just got her degree. My other friend lives on his own and has this really nice apartment. People are doing things with their lives, and I'm stuck in the same old rut where I can't leave and I can't do what I want because I'm stuck in the middle. I'm caught in the middle. No, I don't need no help. I can sabotage me by myself. No need no one's help. I can sabotage me by myself. It's like I just don't know where to go or what to do, and it's hard because people have been trying to give me advice. My sister has tried to help me. My other sister has tried to help me. My brother has tried to help me. My parents have tried to help me. My friends have tried to help me, and I'm at a loss. And I don't know where to go. And I don't know how much longer that I can keep this up. I love my parents to death, but they can't take care of me my whole life. They're old. They're old. My dad, in June, is going to be 70. They're old, and they've done it. With with 5 kids, they've done it. They'd already done it with 4. And then my mom got pregnant at 42 and had me. And they had to do it all over again. And I'm the last one. And for some reason, I just won't leave. And I don't know why. Can you tell me why? Comment down below. Are you going through the same crisis? Because it feels so alone. And I don't know where else to turn. And where I should go. Knowing that I feel this way. And I can't talk to my friends about it because they wouldn't really understand. And it's like 3 things. It's fear, it's lack of money, and it's lack of willpower, I guess. Because there's days where I just feel so lazy and like I'm just not doing anything. And I just feel like, oh, what a waste of space and a waste of time. Like, what am I going to do? What is my next move going to be? And it's like, I just don't know where to start. And I'm just so lost. I never knew being in high school, being in elementary school, being in middle school. I never knew that being at this age was going to be so hard. I watched my siblings growing up, and they didn't seem like they were having a hard time. It seemed like their lives were peachy keen, and they were just, going on with their lives so effortlessly, and just like living their lives and dealing with issues and whatever, but living it so seamlessly, knowing their next move, knowing where they were going to go after this. My sister, at the age of 25, already was having her first kid and had gotten married. My other sister, at the age of 25, was living in San Diego, in California. One of my dreams to move to California. I want to move to California so bad, but I'm nervous. And I don't know what I would do out there. And I don't know how I would survive. And it's scary. My brother, at 25, was on a cruise ship, sailing across the waters of Hawaii, living life, just living life. And I have so much to look up to, but also so much pressure to like be where they were at 25. And I'm not them. I'm not them and I can't be them. But at the same time, I can't sit here forever and do nothing. I'm just so lost. And I just wanted to put this out in the world because I hope this helped somebody else feeling just as lost as me. The world is a tricky place, and I have to live in it. Being 25 is a drag, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. It can be rainbows and smiles as well. I mean, not all of my life is horrible, but I'm just going through a rough patch, and I'll get through it. I know it. I have confidence in myself. It's just hard right now. And hopefully this phase in my life will end. And what's coming around the corner will be even better. And I hope if you're going through this situation too, that whatever comes around the corner is much better for you as well. And that you discover your dreams and what you're meant to do on this earthly plane. So I hope this helped anybody going through this situation like me. And if you have any tips or tricks of how you dealt with this situation and are dealing with it if you're going through it right now, comment down below and tell me how you dealt with it. We will get through it. I know it. It seems daunting and hard, but in the end, we all come out winners. So, until next time, peace and blessings.